Hey everyone, I've been meaning to do this video for over a year. I have had this little guy for about a year and a half now, and finally I want to talk about him. This is the Sweeney Todd Hot Toys 12-inch figure, and the main reason that I want to do a little review of this is because it's not the cheapest of things. It is quite expensive, and he is beautiful, and I do think that everybody should, you know, be able to enjoy him. But with expensive things and collector's items like this, often the products do not look like what they do in the promotional images. So I thought we'd take a closer look at him today so you can see him in the flesh, in real life as it were, as opposed to in tweaked images. So I will turn the camera around in a minute so we can have a closer look at the rest of him and all the many accessories that he comes with. But I just thought we could have a closer look at his face. Me being a massive Sweeney Todd fan, as in Sweeney Todd is my favourite film of all time, it was very important to me that this looked like Johnny Depp and that it looked like Sweeney Todd. And I think the likeness, as is usually the case with hot toys, is very good. So we have the white in the hair, and I'll turn him round. We have a lot of texture on the hair there, and little flyaway bits. So as far as the face is considered, I think he looks very good. So this is him in full. All of his clothes are made of fabric and they all do come off as well. Personally, I think he looks a lot better without the leather jacket. We have tiny detailing on here, and let's see if we can have a look there at the waistcoat underneath. Everything is posable. His hands move in every kind of direction. Take a closer look at those eyes. If you look at that, that to me barely looks like a doll. That looks a lot more like a photograph of Johnny Depp if you look at those eyes. So I'm very impressed with the quality of this. There are two key ways to display him, and this is probably my favourite one. So we have the cardboard backdrop that comes with it, and then we have this little Sweeney Todd stand and the chair, which we will take a closer look at in a minute. And as you can see, he fits quite nicely on that chair. If you don't want the full setup with the chair, we also have this little wee Sweeney Todd stand as well with the logo on there, which I think is quite a cute option. So here is our chair. It's got a lovely look to it, and there is an awful lot of detail. We have little heads down here. We have the contraption underneath there, which allows the chair to move slightly, but as you can see, it's not actually going to tip anybody into the basement. And then we have these little pedals, one on either side, if you can just, which again, they kind of move, but they don't do anything spectacular. So first up, we have a selection of hands. We have the hands that he has on here. Then we have these ones with gloves that have a slightly different texture to them. I'm not sure if my camera is going to pick that up. And then we have these ones, which are slightly more sinister, I think. They have quite a realistic look to them. And that one there has the ring on it as well. And they're all very easy to change. You just pull this off and then slot the new one in. But I do find that they're actually pretty good stuck in there. I've not found that they're very easy to fall off, but you can get them off quite easily as well. And then we come to the most exciting bit. So in here, we have a tiny little cloth, and then we have this little dish for mixing the shaving foam and the shaving foam brush, which, me being a fan of miniatures, I think that is absolutely adorable. Over here we have straps and the holder for his razor blades, and they do fit in there, which I will show you in a moment. And then we have several razor blades and the box to keep them in. So the razor blade, as you'll be able to see here, is a very good likeness to the ones they use in the film, and it is posable. And I will just pop this into its little holder for you. So you can see that there fits quite snugly, which you can just wear around his waist. And then if I get the little box out, which again looks quite a lot like the one they use in the Burton film, and if we open out our razors, we can rest them on there like that, which makes a nice little showpiece. The only sad thing about this, of course, is that we do not have a complete set. We only have 3 razor blades, but that is just a brilliant way to go and buy more. And then we have a freestanding Sweeney Todd holding the razor blade here. It does fit quite nicely into all of the hands, so if you're going to be using him for posable photo shoots or anything like that, it's safe to say that it does fit quite well.